Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to Vlogmas Day 23. It is officially Christmas Eve. I am so excited. So, as promised, if you haven't been keeping up with Vlogmas, I mentioned that I was once a professional gift wrapper. I actually worked for about 1.5 years in Macy's in the gift wrap department, where literally people paid $20 a package, $10 a package to have it professionally wrapped. Not the stuff you get now where it's a box and they put everything in the box and then they put the store brand ribbon. No, this was like pick out which paper you want, pick out which ribbon you want, pristine, crisp packaging, and I loved it. It was very refreshing. I liked the challenge of getting an odd package, not knowing how on earth I was gonna wrap it and make it look normal, and just making it look like one of Santa's elves literally made the package. So I'm gonna show you guys a few tips and tricks where it may not be perfect, but it's definitely gonna elevate your gift wrapping. Now I know there are tons of videos on TikTok showing you all these hacks, but in my opinion, just stick to the basics. Trying to do all that cool trendy stuff and, oh, this is gonna make it look like this. Sometimes it works if you follow it to a T, but sometimes just perfecting what you normally do, what we all do when wrapping, you'll be really surprised at the changes that it'll make in your package. So go get you some wine, cider, eggnog, whatever your vice may be. Cozy up to your fireplace, turn on some Christmas music, and just relax and wrap with me. Alright guys, so keep it simple. Don't overdo it on the tissue. I just put one layer. Normally I would put like one of my little Christmas FabFitFun stickers right there, but this is for a male and I don't think that they pretty much care about that. But that is a good little touch, especially for like kids or women. Putting like a little random Christmas candy cane sticker or something right there. When you put clothes in a box, you really need to make sure that the side pops are out completely, so that the box doesn't have that concaved, or the box that's underneath doesn't crinkle. They should fit perfectly together like this, where you can't really see where one begins and one ends. Your gift openers are gonna hate it, but you're gonna love it. Put a little piece of tape to keep that side together and closed. So unfortunately I'm using my cheaper paper, but I figured that this was better because it's way harder to wrap with cheap paper than it is the really expensive and thick kind. It has the potential to rip and split the whole time that you are making or wrapping the gift. Lay it out long ways. It doesn't matter whether you put the box upside down, face up, just put it where you're leaving enough for this part to come over. Take the entire roll and let it drop down to the side and cut away. If it's not cheap paper, you could just slide the scissors and it'll cut. But when it's cheaper paper, just go ahead, take the time to do the little cuts. Now is where you flip it to the back side. Always start your wrapping on the back side of the gift. So the main thing is to keep checking to make sure that everything is laying flat against the box. So make sure this is completely smooth. This part right here that you're pulling taut. Straighten out these little corners. Then the trick is to pinch this part right here and make it crisp. Slide your finger on it so that it takes the form of the box. Pull it. You check your creases. no air bubbles. Make sure it's flat to it. And then when you bring over the other side, just keep pulling and making sure that there's no creases and that this is completely flat. So you see how I have this pulled down over here? You're gonna do the same. You're gonna crease it. Just like that. And I don't know if you guys can see, but it is perfectly even all the way down. If it's not perfectly even, then that means that you didn't have it pulled tight enough before you did your crease. So as you can see here, my paper stops right here. And I'm going to tape it. Now comes the fun part. I always do the hand test. Slide the hand down. Where the hand stops is where you want to cut. So where my forefingers are here, that's how much give I want. So I'm going to cut here. So I go like a half circle, and I only cut out the top, or actually the bottom part that you're wrapping that has the seams. I cut that part the shortest and leave it like this, where it's a little bit more of the bottom part and this part can go in. Lay it down flat, pull it over to the edges with laying it flat. And it's gonna get crinkly and weird, but that's okay. I'm gonna smooth this side to make sure that there's no gapping. And again, crisp the line. And then again, you're crisping the line, crisping the line. Now sometimes you'll see it like this, where it's all one. You don't want that. Make sure this is flat. Make sure I crisp the line here. As I bring it in, I fold this base part. And then make it crisp again. And just keep double checking to make sure that this panel here is flat, because that part will puff out on you. Tape, again, a good time to use double-sided if you had it. Now for this part, I'm trying to not like block it with my hand, but you pull it up over your present, use it as a line to create a crease. Bring it down and fold it a little bit past that crease. The crease is just to show you a guideline, and then there you have it. It's perfectly even and it goes right up to the box. Double-sided tape would be perfect again right here, but we don't have that. So I'm going to take a piece of my transparent tape and I'm going to put it right at the center like that. It's not so bad, but double-sided would have just made it so much more seamless. As you can see, it's perfectly even across here and perfectly even here. Never flip your box. Always keep it upside down so that all of your corners face the same way. And then you just do the same thing on this side. I will speed through this. All right, and as you can see, It is perfectly seamless to the box, no puffy corners. Of course, like I said, if you have double-sided, you wouldn't even know where this package began and ended. That is actually the seam. This is where the two papers meet. And you can't even see it. It's always best to do it off to the side, never down the middle of the box. And showing you. Alright, so let's hit it with the ribbon. Have the back of the package facing you. Measure around your package like you would if you were measuring someone for a seamstress. Secure it around, meet at the middle, crisscross, drag one up, drag one down, bring it flat. So now it's side to side, top to bottom. Flip it. You are now in the front of your box. Now you can scoot your ribbon up if you want to, towards the middle. Sometimes I kind of like mine down towards the bottom. Now, you need to put a little piece of tape. Now leave the ribbon open like that. Put that bow in the center. If you really want to be fancy, do it again with another color and have multiple ribbons. But if you're not doing all that, then you just take some scissors, open, grab it, take the sharp part to the back of the ribbon and slide up. Boom, you got a curl. Sharp part of the knife up against the back of the ribbon. Scrape up, you got a curl. So, you end up with this. Your perfectly wrapped, seamless present. Alright guys, so I hope that was easy. I hope I explained everything to where you understand it. So that you can see the perfection that is these packages. Can you tell what is the back? Can you tell where I started the freaking seam? You can't. Okay, and that is the point, for the package to just be seamless. So have fun with it, go crazy. Like I said, you can add tons of ribbon, tons of curlies, tons of bows. Just be creative and have fun with it. At the end of the day, people are going to rip the packaging off, but it is fun and, trust me, relaxing to sit down and just wrap some presents. It's just the art of just pinching and folding and taping and just relax. If it takes you a couple of glasses of this to get you there, then by any means do what you gotta do. But as always, guys, love ya, mean it, bye. Cheers.